Julia Dahman, Kenzie Schmiesing, Mason Thiessen, Kelsey Peschel, Tori Peschel.
Yes, I will. Okay, yeah. All right.
It was the 8th appearance here, 3 runner-up finishes. Finally took that last step out over the hump. Tell me about that, finally beating that ultimate goal.
It feels really good, certainly. You know of teams that have gotten here one time and won it that one year, and it took us a bunch of times. But you know, we've said often that really difficult to get to this tournament. Once you're here, it's 10 times tougher than that. And I just felt like the other times that we got second, we probably got beat by a better team. And you know, I think this team proved that in our class this year we're the best team. So just thrilled for our girls, thrilled for our school and community.
I know no team wants to talk about the whole undefeated aspect of it. You reflect on going through the entire season now without losing the game. Did that help you in this tournament at all? Maybe confidence and feeling good about who you are?
I really don't think it helped us. I don't think it hurt. I mean, it's just what it was. But I think it just proves that this team, just every game came to play. There was no letdown ever. It would have been easy for this team to come into a game and just say, hey, we got this, and not play hard. They never did that. They played hard every single game, every single minute on the ball.
For any of the players through the past couple of years, getting so close to this point, trying on to last year's state title in defeat. Those runs and that experience help you at all when you get to this point?
I'd say it kind of does, because it gives you some experience to know like what the games are going to be like and how every team is going to give you their best. So I think it definitely helped.
Did you guys feel like the start of this year is yours to win this year? I mean, or did you feel that way? Like we're the best until somebody proves otherwise, or did you feel that way?
I think that was definitely in the back of our head, but the whole time we were playing, we're thinking we have to earn and show that we're the best and just keep playing.
The second half was highest of highs. You guys came out fantastic, got a 21-point lead, and they cut to 3. Can somebody address the difference, what happened there, what was going on at the start of the half, and what they were doing to give you guys problems later on in the half?
They started taking more shots than we did. I know we didn't shoot as much as we had the first half, so that was probably. We just started passing and cutting.
Was there ever feeling like, uh-oh, here it comes? Was there ever a sense of trepidation or nervousness as they cut it to 3?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
No, you know, no lead is safe with them. I mean, we knew that. I mean, we saw it last night against Maranatha. I thought they were sunk at halftime because I just thought Maranatha was taking a 2-1 bad team. The girls are turning tide. So, you know, certainly when the first one fouled out, you had a feeling that, hey, we might be able to hang on, and then when the other one fouled out, then you had a pretty good feeling.
What kind of things were you telling them on the bench about relaxing, settling down?
You know, just you know, they were getting too tentative. I mean, we did not want them to take the air out of the ball. We wanted them to keep attacking the basket for whatever reason they weren't. So we just kept saying, hey, pass and cut, keep attacking the basket, keep trying to score. But I think human nature is, you know, you're that close. You don't want to be the one to take the shot and give them another chance to get even closer.
Kenzie, did you call bank on your free throw?
They banked in the 3, so we're not even.
Any of you, would this not have been a successful year without a state championship, considering all you've done up till now?
I think it would still have been a successful year. I know we had fun throughout the year. We all get along so well that even if we wouldn't have ended like this, it still would have been a great year.
Listen, can you talk a little bit about getting to this point after having been so close? What are your thoughts about being able to wind it down with the state championship?
I think it gave us a little bit of motivation from the years that we hadn't ended like this, and we just worked hard every day and just knew that every team that we played was going to give us their all, so we just had to bring it every game. So I think it's just very exciting that we get to end our high school careers.
Does it feel like you thought of it?
I mean, yes. It hasn't quite set in yet, but I think that is definitely very exciting. I mean, I know I'm very excited. So.
Coaches, all the close calls maybe make this one feel a little sweeter.
Yeah, you know, and asked if we'd have gotten beat, if it would have not been a successful season. I like Mason's answer, and that's the correct answer. But I think we all would have felt like, man, we just fell short a little bit. But you know, you can't let that be your legacy, because I mean, when I look down the table at Mason and Kelsey, I mean, they've played in 4 years. They've played in 12 state tournament games. I mean, they've played on the last day of the season for 4 straight years, with 2 second-place finishes and a 4th-place finish. So, you know, definitely thrilled for all of us, especially those two, to get that state championship.
Is it fitting that you had to go through Roseau?
Yeah, it probably. I mean, and we were talking, Kelsey and I were talking about this, is the 3rd year in a row that we played on the last day against each other, 3rd-place game and then 2 consecutive championship games. So we played them earlier in the Christmas tournament, so you know, we had some familiarity there, and also with the other 2 years.
So back to 500 against them.
Yeah, we're 2-2.
Were you excited to get another chance to play? Did you look forward to this being a game you wanted to play, or would you rather see somebody else?
I think it was really exciting, especially since last year we lost to them. Before that, whatever, we lost to them 2 years in a row at state tournament. I think it was like good revenge for us to be able to play them back.
Were the 2 games similar? The one you played earlier this year and today?
Actually, yeah. I mean, we were way up in the second half for Durham. I mean, it was mid-20s, and they cut it. It never got to be 3, but it ended up to be 10. So, you know, that just told us that no lead is safe. Those 2 can bring their team back at any time.
Can I ask each one of the players to describe what you have to do to prepare for a game? I know you're very detail-oriented. Can you describe for us what were your responsibilities defensively and offensively, and just go right on down the line here?
I'd have to definitely say rebounding for sure on defense, and then offense just getting into gaps, and then offensive rebounding as well.
Defensively, I was more this game help with the bigger people or the 2 sisters, and then offensively get people open and like hit open shots.
I guarded Casey, number 11, so I was just trying to like slow her down a little bit and just limit her shots, and on offense just attack and hit open shots and open people down the court.
I kind of had to do the same thing as Mason, but on number 20.
I probably had post defense and helping number 20 and 11, and offense and defensive rebounds.
Kenzie and Mason, last night the Bravages had 60 points. I'm sure you guys seen that. You just set some goals, or what were some things that you were trying to do to them today to restrict their point total?
We definitely wanted to limit them and not allow them to get that many points. Kind of just do our job we do every game.
How do you go about that with them too, because they're such dynamic players?
I just think we had to stick to our defensive principles and not give as much help on them, and just know that they might score a few buckets but make them earn all of them.
Tori, we struggled a little bit shooting from the outside to start the game, and then we started attacking the basket, and you were a big part of that. You're driving in, finding gaps, putting the ball in the basket. Talk about what you were trying to do at that point.
Yeah, well, we called a couple TV timeouts, and Mason just said, I'm going to get you the ball and then you take it. And we also have plays that just get like open gaps open, and I just took it to the rim.
Julia, are you getting sick of playing girls about 6'3", 6'4", 6'5"? You did a great job. What were some of the things that went through your mind in these games? You're undersized, but you did a great job.
Definitely had to be a lot physical, and then help from all my teammates on backside and stuff.
Say, Mason, can you touch on, for some of these guys who may not know the family history, can you talk about your grandpa and your mom and what they used to do here at the state tournament?
Well, my grandpa's Gary Gillis, so they won, I don't remember, I think it's like 20-some years ago, and they won when my mom was a senior, and then...
Gordon Jeffers. Right?
Yep, with Storden Jeffers. And my mom also, who was Heather Gillis, also still holds a record for 9 consecutive shots made in the state tournament, so... Storden Jeffers.
So hypothetically, if Mason Thiessen is taking on Heather Gillis, how does that go down?
I don't know. She was definitely a good shooter, so that'd be kind of a fun thing to do if that could be possible, but...
Can he take her?
No, I probably can. I mean, she kind of just laughs all the time if we try to play, so it doesn't really work. But
She definitely wouldn't make 9 in a row, right?
not on me, nope.
3 seniors, talk a little bit about what this means individually to you and your group of, the trio of guards. You finish on top. You're the best in the state. What does that mean to you guys because of all the time you've put into this?
I think it means a lot to us. I think when I was little, I always wanted this. Watching my sister in the state tournament, they never got first, obviously, but I was thinking when I get older, I want it just like that. I want first place, and I think we've all seniors have all worked really hard at it, and I think we achieved our goal.
Coach Bergman, too, can you kind of summarize, too, and put it in perspective of this win today, I think, represents every girl that has ever put on a Streator uniform, right?
Yeah, and I told the girls in the locker room, I got a text from Savannah Weller, who played on the team that was the first team that came to the state tournament, and she just talked about how she still has a lot of pride about being part of that first team that went, and she just told us, she said, I got a feeling that this year's group is going to be the first team to win it. So she's a little bit prophetic, but no, you're right. I mean, I can still remember every single team we took down here, and I could probably rattle off the players and the teams that we played and things. So definitely fun.
Coach, about a month ago, you and I were visiting in the gym and we were talking about that banner on the north end of the gym that just has these boys state championship teams.
Yeah, this is the first girls team in our school history to win a state championship.
What does it mean to you, just as an individual, as a coach, and the years you've put into this?
Yeah, just very proud of this team. And proud of every team that, kind of a building process. And, I guess we're slow learners. It took us 8 trips to win it, but feels good.
Can you just summarize it and end it with, Kelsey, I gave you one piece of advice, and what was it, and did you come through and did it carry off with everybody? What was that? To
Smile.
To smile. So let's see some smiles. You're the state champions. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mason, just one more question. Mason, you put in millions of games, millions of shots, so many things. How does it feel for you to, end your high school career, all those AAUs and all the practices, all the driveway shooting with this?
I know I won't want to end my high school career anywhere else and with anybody else, so I'm just so thankful that I had good teammates around me to help us win this and get what we wanted to.